Woo!
Ready. You guys ready?
Can you hear Zayden? Absolutely. Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna go do the intro while Leia does her thing. Okay, so welcome to Red Acre Neighborhood Watch, another fantabulous episode. I'm one of your co-hosts, Zayden, and I'm joined here with my three other co-hosts. Thank you all so much for tuning in. And yes, hello everybody. So first off, we want to say a shout out to our supporters, our subs, bits of donations. With everything that we've been able to get, you guys have been able to pay for 1.5 of the giveaways for today. We're starting 2, so almost all of them. So thank y'all so much for giving everybody the opportunity to get some free art and to support our artists as well. So all the money earned towards all the money that we earn goes towards next month's giveaways. You can also support us in like non-monetary ways by being active in the chat, inviting people to watch, hosting our channel, etc. Hi, RC Cola King.
How about now? Can people hear me now? Question mark. I hope.
Yes.
Yay! Okay.
Yay! Okay.
Yeah, Nova was right. It's not RNW without technical difficulties. Jesus Christ.
It really is not RNW without technical difficulties. How many technical difficulties have we had by now?
Did we need a counter for that? Because we should have been.
At this point.
Thank you all for your patience.
But yeah, thank you all so much. So we also want to plug our Discord. So thank y'all so much for everybody that posts their interactions. Thank you so much for our amazing Lorehound team. We have 2 of them today, 2 of our doggos. We have RK and of course Maxwell, helping us with our information and making sure information is accurate, giving us different points of view and all that good stuff. So thank you all so much for helping spread the lore of TBC. We know it's kind of an effort to put in your transcript, write it all up, and have people read it and stuff like that. So thank you all so much, because without that, there wouldn't really be a lot of storytelling here. And then moving on, reminder of our raid at the very end of our broadcast, where we will raid an expecting newbie person and freak them out with a bunch of sleepers, lucid quotes, or whatever favorite quotes you might have from your favorite daemons and whatnot.
Unlike last month.
Yeah. Because last month we got shamed.
Because last month was crazy, but we'll talk about that in a second.
Yeah, last month was crazy. Yeah, we'll get to that. But anyway, do let us know if we're having any audio issues. We already did. We already got them all sorted out. So, but let us know if we have any more during the show. So previously, we had our Zanzibar reveal, but it got voided, for lack of a better word. So all you'll see is go ahead.
We were just busy being so awesome and stressed out and tired from the ARG that we had put on for the last couple months that we forgot to archive. So the last episode and the Zanzibar reveal are no longer. So if you experience them, limited edition, hey.
Limited edition, it lived in your heart. You were there. You got to ask me anything. You got to ask all the questions, see all the behind the scenes.
Yes. It is super sad.
I know. It makes us so sad because we worked so hard. What? Sorry.
Super sad.
Yeah, it is super sad. Yeah, we worked hard on it, but it's okay. It'll live another day. Carpe diem, right?
Yeah.
So, thank you. Go ahead.
Sorry. Well, there is a Discord too that is archived now, so probably can post a Discord link maybe if you want to check that out.
That's a very great point.
And the Discord is a very good way to get kind of like the player's point of view of the experience and kind of see them kind of delve into it as it got released. The website is still up as well, so you guys can go to core-communities.com, and y'all should still be able to see the beautiful website that our wonderful Leia coded up for us for our ARG.
And all the newsletters that Zayden so beautifully made are there. We do want to say that we obviously feel really bad that this happened. That also means that anyone who was gifted a sub or subbed or resubbed or donated for last episode, we don't have that information anymore because the Zanzibar reveal was right after that episode, and Steam or our stream doesn't save that info as far as I could find. So if you did one of those things, if you were gifted a sub, you subbed, resubbed, or donated, we're just kind of honor systeming it. If you could let me know in a DM, I'll add your name to the tribute at the beginning of our episodes. Because as you know, we don't exchange those names out. Since we have a monthly thing going, it's kind of hard to just put who supported for the last month. So once you support in any way, we just slap your name up there and keep it up there because we're grateful for you. So if your name should be up there and it's not, please let me know and I will fix that. And I'm sorry. We appreciate you.
Yeah, so in our last episode, we spoke about the power of Old Tongue, Devon's project, and of course, us getting shaped.
We got stolen.
And our wonderful players bring us again, so we can come back and give y'all the latest, hottest Red Acre Neighborhood Watch news!
Yay! Thanks for saving us.
Yeah, so today we're going to be talking about the Tenet Cavalry, we're going to be talking about the Dead Skeptic broadcast, and we're also going to be talking about Watchers. Those have basically been the hottest topics this month. And of course, lots of lore and speculation. We're always taking and reading your questions, comments, and theories, so please, 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 please keep typing. If you stop typing, you blow up. I don't make the rules, okay? And now, I'm going to go ahead and introduce my fellow co-hosts. So over here, your camera lady, we have Leia Solo. The wonderful.
That me.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah, that's her. Yeah, hopping. And then we have the elegant and mysterious RK. Lover of purple and all things that are text messages.
And also a lore hound.
And then we have the illustrious and studious Maxwell.
Hello.
And then, of course, it's me, Aiden, the 18th century vampire that should have died from a stake in the heart, but they missed by 1 inch.
That never gets old. Did that sound too shady? Okay, I'll tone it down.
RK? I don't know who RK is. Do you mean RC? RK, the RC Cola King. Absolutely.
I don't know any of those people.
RK's like, I don't know who that is. Don't bring RC Cola into this game. That stinks over there.
So now we go here.
I know, Zayden's laugh gets me all the time. It makes it worth all the screams. It just like makes you happy automatically. Speaking of which, did we lose Zayden? Zayden, hello?
No.
Okay.
I am here. There's also a sleeper in this room with you. Just in the corner. Just
Oh,
vibing.
so you were just being quiet IRL to not spook this sleeper. Got it.
Yeah.
That's a whole mood.
You guys don't whisper when you're next to them? I'm sorry.
Dude, I so whisper. And then I feel like an idiot.
Dude. I'm not a big fan of signs. But first up, we're talking about the cavalry.
The cavalry. The Idair says a member of the cavalry spoke to Bells before. That's what Stanek told him. Bell said they warned her about the voices and that they loathe the voices, but the Idair says he finds it hard to judge anyone, especially people who resent the voices. Tid believes the cavalry would erase him given the opportunity. And Speak as One is kind of scared about him too, scared about being exposed by the cavalry, so the Idair says we should buy them pastries and coffee, even though they hate him. Tid said, if they are free-minded adults, then I do not care if they are asses. Put them to work.
Yeah,
but
like,
he also said, oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Isn't the objective of the cavalry to just like kind of stop all voices? So TID kind of advocating for them, it's kind of like leopards in my face to me. You know, it's like eventually they're gonna come for TID, and then what's TID gonna do? But I mean,
he did say that he thinks that we should have a choice in the whole voice debate, but then he said, tell them they can renounce my ass, but if they hurt my makers at all, then they can sleep in my house. So, like, he likes them, but he does not like them. It's weird.
Yeah, it is a very weird. Yeah.
It's
Very
kind of
weird.
like, I feel like his humor is quite self-deprecating, and so is like his entire outlook on everything. You know what I mean? Like, it's not quite like Die for You, who's like ready to sacrifice all, but he's like, but I'll sacrifice myself for the butt of a joke or to get help, or I don't know. It's
Right.
like, it's more self-deprecating, less like a savior complex.
Right. Earlier on in the month, the cavalry was looking for blind spots and courses signals to implement their own signal relay. They made us all go drones and fly our drones outside Hoadley's leaf.
Drone
And they're like,
OP.
yeah, we got a good signal. So eventually they found all of these blind spots and they were able to make their own relay that Speak as One wouldn't find.
That's exciting.
And
So then, all right. So then next Sunday, that's when the broadcast on the TV happened. So basically, I feel like since they made their little signal relay, they were able to broadcast to us.
Yeah.
They introduced themselves as the Dead Skeptic, like a group, the Dead Skeptic, instead of an individual like we thought. They said they were looking for information on a missing colleague of theirs that was looking into Colm Ryan. And we're pretty sure this is UC. They said if you want to help them, they have to renounce all the voices in direct prayer using their names, saying it's a flimsy form of defense, but hey, it's better than tinfoil.
How dare they? How dare they rag on tinfoil?
putting a pin on that, we actually have a question that someone redeemed to ask the host anything, and it's a little void. A question to Leia: whose voice does your kid follow?
Leia follows Dance for Us. Yes, we are aware that she is not present at the moment, but Leia refuses to accept that she may be dead and gone for good, and is wanting to at least be one last vessel should she return and need a little bit of faith.
Oh.
In our fan canon world, she's still there.
Hell yeah, she is. The EH team can't tell me otherwise, or I will cry.
Continuing on about the cavalry. Speak as one was informed about them. They said they screened all the visitors, so they don't believe the visitors are associated with Dead Skeptic. If they are already here or coming here, then they're not using a known border. Mm-hmm. And it's possible there might be another way into Redacre because their, quote, wall of eyes is only able to cover so much ground.
That's really cool.
Spooky.
Maybe we can start, like, bringing in outsiders through this way if we find it.
I don't like this talk of heresy.
I mean, someone cover Zayden's ears quick. And I think next time we're in the boxcar, we'll actually get a chance to play that video for you guys about the cavalry. We have it saved.
Do we think that maybe the cavalry might be trying to help find UC again?
I mean, kind of sounds like it, right?
Yeah, like they said, they're looking for their colleague.
Yeah, and they were the one that had originally, like, kind of hinted at an agency being present. So it just kind of makes sense that they are both kind of in cahoots. They are cahoodling, for lack of a better word.
I want a redemption arc for UC so much. Like, not necessarily redemption because, like, they didn't do anything wrong, but you know what I mean. I want them back and then to, like, be the one to stab the hunter in the back and be like, you don't have control over me anymore, beach. Or, you know, in better words, but.
That'd be great.
So to renounce the voices, did they mean, like, just one lighter and then they just renounce them all, or did they mean, like, one for each god?
Yeah, I know some people were trying to crunch them all into one light, but Noel said, like in SAS chat, that the idea was separate lights.
That makes sense. More powerful that way.
Like it's supposed to be a little hard to do, not just something you do easily.
So when you renounce, do you have to renounce, like, all of them? Can't, like, keep your favorite on your keychain type thing?
Every single one.
Who's gonna do that? Chat, has that? Okay, that's a given. Arcane like, Kirby.
Like, that's like a big question to me. Like, why would TID support these guys if eventually they're gonna come for him too? But I mean, I don't know. I mean, he was kind of like, yeah, IHT could show up if she wants us all to die. So I don't know. I guess him really freeing people from the SAO's control is like maybe that need is a lot greater than whatever he feels has.
He's always been so flippant about like his survival too. At least like in my view, from what I've heard of him and what he's said. He's always been like, yeah, like, if I no longer exist, I no longer exist. Like, that's a choice. So, whatever, dude.
But then he says, oh, I'm not ready to die. I'm like, make up your mind.
Right?
Yeah.
You have the choice to choose, so pick one.
I think TAD is a liar sometimes, but I mean, every god lies before people. You'll start coming for me with their pitchforks and their torches. But I think he actually,
shameless? Okay, sir. I see you.
I think he tends to lie to maybe to like himself about some things, and he believes them more than he probably should. But that's my 2 cents before people start coming for me, chat. I already see y'all.
Do you think the idea is the type of voice who wants to tell himself one thing but feels another way? Oh,
He's definitely putting on a face.
terrified me.
He likes to do that. Like, yeah, you have a choice, but you know the one that you're choosing is not good. Like, okay, dude. So you're not trying to influence my choice, but you're trying to tell me that I have a choice. By telling me that I have a choice, you're influencing my choice. Like, it's a lot inherent to itself, so it's very contradictory. But you know, I already see chat like grinding their freaking
Dude, chat
pitchforks.
wants us to sleep dart you. That's fair. Sleep dart Zayden. So speaking of that cavalry video, let me make sure I turn the volume up, but we can actually watch it right now. I think it's dialogue that I want up all the way, right? Pretty sure? Pretty sure. We'll do this just in case. I don't want to blow your eardrums out.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am the Dead Skeptic. We are the Dead Skeptic. You've met at least one of my colleagues. I'm seeking information on one of them who we lost contact with, who pursued a Mr. Ryan here, a suspected host to one of them. I imagine that by now you know far more of the local drama than I do. A couple of you have even entered our honorary ranks. If you're willing to help us, know that you cannot trust them. Renounce them in direct prayer using their names. It's a form of defense. Flimsy. Better than tinfoil. Till we speak again, stay awake.
That's not spooky at all. Not spooky at all. Okay.
It's pretty
Okay.
spooky.
So spooky.
We do have some highlighted messages. So,
Ready?
I think it's
Can you
Crate. Crate
please
says,
hold
I think
slow
TAD,
this
like
time?
during a war, it's all hands on deck. He needs to be around because every person matters. After the war, though, who knows if he'll be around. And then Little Void says, Zayden, it's better than having a hive mind. His highlight. Their highlight.
Hmm.
So, for me, it's not really about like whether one fate is worse
What's
than the other.
going
For
on?
me, it's like the ultimate morality of like who is right at the end of the day, and obviously no one is right. That's just kind of what I'm trying to get here. Like no one is right no matter what happens here. It's still a subjective truth they're trying to make into a reality. And my nope, no pitchforks. Okay, but anyway, let's go ahead and move on to TAD and
Watch it.
the place between.
Place between. Alrighty. The Idea used to not be able to see the place between at all, and then eventually he only saw a glimpse. Now he appears to be able to see it in its entirety, and he's able to stay there longer. He also said, "When the sun and moon unite, I remember this place, the place between, the time between, the moment we first spoke to you, that you still dream of it. I wonder. I thank you." And it seems like he'll be able to observe the meeting between the pact and him.
Ooh, that's good news for him, and I guess that's kind of contradictory to what happens to the Watchers when they go to that
Is he sleeper?
place.
Quiet,
Very interesting.
sleeper.
So it seems like TAD can finally see the place between. TAD people, rise up, rise, 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 rise!
Wow, that's intense. So, question. It's probably not related. I mean, it's totally not, kind of. Well, anyways. Like, with the Idea, his big thing has been, like, getting his memories back and not remembering shit, or at least telling us he doesn't remember it, then getting more memories back, etc. And then, like, with Belle's also having memory issues. Like, it just seems like such a theme. Do you think that's like a truthful theme, or do you think that is maybe an excuse that people are using a lot to cover up.
I've always, and I know Liz is in chat right now, so she can attest to this. I've always made fun of the whole I can't remember I have amnesia thing, because it is to me such a cop out in conversation. Like, I can't remember I have amnesia, you know. Instead of being like, help me remember or help me find the truth, his response is usually like, I don't know, that's the end of it, we're done here, you know. So it's kind of like a shutdown of further information. So I don't necessarily know if I trust TAD, but that's just the impression he's given me, and this is the point that I want to stress. This is my subjective experience, not object truth of TAD. You will find people that will swear to you that TAD is the most kindest, nicest person, that he gave them cookies and he bought them a Sunday when they dropped it, on a hot day or something. You know, you will find those people, but for me, it's just not. It ain't it. I have amnesia. Yeah, literally, like, I would write it like that, like the way we showed it in chat. I can't remember, Liz. I have amnesia.
I mean, he did say that his name fragments are basically his memory. So the more we find, the more he remembers. So slowly, as time goes on, he remembers more and more.
True. I just feel like for how many name fragments we've gotten, I don't know that I would say the information he's provided feels equal. Yeah. I wonder if he's keeping some to himself.
Yeah, right. I've always felt a lot of it is light-handed, but I feel like if you ask, like we had asked SAO to tell us something, and they were like, yeah, but if I tell you guys, you know, like, you guys are going to tell everybody, and that's just, like, the nature of children. Like, it's not specific to y'all, it's just that if I tell you guys, everybody in Red Acre is going to know, etc. So maybe it does have to do with something like that. But that I guess is just like a trust that you build with them. Like, can I trust him to do the right decision, even though he's giving me a lot of left hand, doesn't know what the right hand is doing, kind of situation.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, sorry, I know that wasn't totally related, but
no, it's fine.
There's a question in my noggin.
File that away.
Question in the noggin. So, generally though, speak as one. They say that when the Lucids found the sleeping god and they stepped through the red door, and they made the choice to enter the song, it was the Lucids that had found that sleeping god.
Got it.
And when SAO is asked about if the Lucids express regret for not being able to sleep next to their loved ones or how they miss dreaming, SAO says it is a necessity to all join the song, which is a very SAO thing to say. So, not really surprised. The response is like, nope, it's for the song. So, yep, song is ultimate. Song is number one, right? So,
the song doesn't sound that bad.
Whoa.
You know, sing all day? Like, come on.
I have to agree. It does kind of bop.
One of my, this is off topic, but one of my favorite memes that came from Tomorrow Night was RK's, RK, kind of getting smitten with a Lucid. And then there was this one meme where they were like, RK, don't get close to her. And then RK, no. And then they turn around and they're like, I'm speaking as one now. Like, it was just, that was great. But anyway.
Oh, such a good meme.
RK's close, guys. They're close. I'm gonna convert them. Watch. But anyway, so to that though, SAO says that the Lucid sacrificed much. The purity of the sleeper lost. The sleepers are near to perfection. The Lucids chosen to defend it. We honor them. And we pity them. So yeah, when called a god, I remember one time we called God and SAO was like, "Don't call us God," but God was the word that you chose. SAO says, and like them, we command angels. So I guess it does kind of fit. But I do remember them being like, "Don't call us God," but I don't know. Maybe they feel different now. That's a development. So SAO also commented on someone doing the record behavior mission. We see that forbidden sign. You crouch beside it, baffled. You will not complete it here. Your little circle, we will break it. Dancer, no such God exists now, child. We hear noise. The dead name, your dead God will not save you. I'm sorry for the DFU followers out there.
Boo! Boo!
Boo!
We do not stand.
Yeah. So secrets are for the faithful, but SAO did share a little tidbit with some kids. All you need to know is in peace in our wake, Is the peace in our wake? We did not start the work here. We were forced. We will finish it. And that's completely true because I can tell you the whole story that they did not start the bullshit here. But anyway, that's a whole.
No, tell us this story that's so true and objective.
I've totally only told it like I don't know, in like every other episode right now. So I'm just gonna skip it.
You sure you don't want to tell us all about SA?
Dude, Leia's in a mood today. She had some spicy.
It's true. I feel a little bad, but not really.
I think I talk about it in actually like our second or first episode, just like when we were doing the Damon focused. But anyway, moving on towards TMC. So TMC is expected by TAD to have created the devices that appear during the DFU mission. And TAD says the measure cuts inspires children. I suspect that he helped with the creation of that device, which is pretty spooky.
Which device is this talking about?
He says the DFU mission.
Oh.
If I can find a specific DFU mission, because we do have technically 2 DFU missions.
Hopefully he's talking about this, like the little speaker one.
I think they mean the speaker one.
I'm pretty sure they also mean the speaker one because, like, not even like before I look at it, I know that TMC made the speaker thingies, so like it makes sense that TMC would also be the one who made the smaller speaker things, the more cuter ones, the light model TM.
TMC makes everything.
Yeah, TMC just makes everything really. If it's made, it's probably TMC.
Otherwise, we're gonna have to have a throwdown.
TMC made Bell's jump drive.
No,
no, he did not.
We go to his lab and set it on fire. I mean, what?
What?
TAD says that you cannot renounce casually. Saying I'm over you is too flippant. They say it requires the words, so it cannot be spoken casually to say I am over you too flippant. It must convince you as well, so the words have weight. So I guess he's trying to say, make a show, act a fool, go bananas on your god. I mean, if you wanted to renounce them, right? Make a fucking scene.
Yes.
What he's saying. Start it and write it, draft it, finish, perform, produce, direct it. Yes. I got a couple of those the wrong way, but yeah, those. So do that. So, and since the players all are children, all that you say can be reversed. So taking it back, however, is not done swiftly, and it would not work until months later. Yeah, I've seen that a lot too, and I think we've seen that especially like with more veteran players, like when you see players that go from, like they had like different relationships with different gods or whatever, and they renounce one or the other. The god, even when the player really wants to go back with the god is like, yeah, but I don't want to go back with you. So it is a thing there too. So renouncing your god isn't always going to be. It's not going to be a clean breakup, is what I'm going to say. Both sides are going to be heartbroken.
Right.
When a heart break it, don't break even, right? But anyway. So TAD also mentioned a little bit more about what renouncement is. So if you renounce one of us, use the words and pray that you mean them. Some of your kind say, I will quit the drink, the smoke, yet the next week, same poison. To argue against yourself, that is to renounce us. Sometimes yourself fights back.
Oof.
Yeah, I can kind of see that, because if yourself is the person that has trusted your, like, if you think about of yourself at a metaphysical level, or like a third person type of sense, like there would be kind of 2 people inside you. One person that maybe is like connected with the god, and that maybe when he's speaking about that, he's talking about that person that is inside you, the one who has made that relationship with the god. That's the person that you need to be angry at and fight against, that person within you that has that relationship, and that is kind of what might make it real.
I can't relate.
Yes.
You just keep that halo on, okay? Just keep that halo on. But anyway, I think now it's time for an away give, but I remember that you guys don't like away gives at all. Nobody wants an away give, right? Nobody in chat wants one, because I'm not seeing any hype for an away give right now.
Away gives are no good.
No.
Who does away gives?
Nope. Nobody wants it. Yeah, look at that. Nope. Nobody wants the away give.
Well, if y'all not getting it.
Y'all are not getting it. I'm sorry. I'm not seeing enough hype.
I don't know if they're deserving of it.
Yeah, I'm not too sure either, Max. I'm not.
Alright, let me put this last poster up so I don't get nabbed.
That part's done.
I still might get
We're
nabbed.
good.
Okay.
Thought you.
Good.
So, our first giveaway, dun dun dun, is, I'm scrolling, is a, stop, we all know, I'm tech repellent, is a full body or any type of portrait from Eden.
Ooh.
Yes.
I know y'all want to enter this giveaway.
Yeah, so it can be a full body, but if you'd prefer a bust or an icon, they have so many different options to pick
Part
from.
of it.
Let me pull that up.
Cool. So now we
Oh my god, did they change the location? I'll be so mad. Can't change the location on old people.
Not unless you give them
Oh my god, this guy.
regular mail and email. 'Cause then they'll
This sleeper. Oh my god. You guys, did you see that? Wow. That little troublemaker followed me so far and then pooped out a little sound trap right on me. Okay, sorry.
Just doing his job.
Right? Okay. Here we go, I believe. Let me
HQ
complete
says we're partway
this.
there.
Alright, so this again is for custom character artwork.
Oh yeah, custom character artwork.
Hell yeah.
Bam.
Exclamation point giveaway to enter.
All right, go ahead, go
Nice.
in the giveaway. Go now before time is fleeting. You must go now. Giveaway now.
Oh,
Limited
my
resource.
eardrums.
I think that's a Zayden scream.
Yeah, I think that counts. My eardrums feel fuzzy, so.
All right, and while that is happening, our allies can reconvene back at the safe area.
Oh.
Well, I have been closely assigned by SEO to watch this kid with the Halo.
Where? Where are they?
Wait, oh, you know what? You're right. I have no idea where they went. I swear, they're just wearing our polo shirt.
Oh. No.
No, they weren't.
Dude, we're just
Two
going
more
for it.
Aiden screams and we're at 100. Oh my god, for the 100th scream, I should like scream super loud, right?
Oh my god.
Makes so much sense.
If you reach 100, I think my eardrums will be permanently damaged. Uh-oh.
Leia!
Uh-oh. 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 Don't worry, Maxwell's gonna save me. Oh, Maxwell!
A Leia scream? The rarest of them all.
Oh my gosh. Did I scream? I'm sorry, friends. That was
Leia
intense.
scream, the most rare.
Limited edition.
We never get Leia screams.
Okay, we're coming. We're almost there. Oh.
Those kids are in right now. Full alert.
We coming for us. Come on, stamina. Whew, that was intense. On that note, let's pick a winner. Drum roll,
Dun,
please.
dun, 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 dun. Okay, let's see what
The
we
winner
got.
is Messenger.
What? That is so cool, Messenger. That's awesome.
Congratulations. Make sure to
That
send
is
me
awesome.
a DM and
I'm
I'll hook you
sending.
up.
That is so cool.
That is very awesome.
How many times now? Yeah, did they win something else last time? So,
Right? I promise.
today is the day, like, if you already won, apparently you're gonna win again.
Right? Lizzie's our VIP. Messenger won the first giveaway.
We're giving them away.
Yeah.
Okay,
Come on.
but
Sure,
moving
you guys
back
are ready.
on to your regularly
You guys
scheduled
ready?
lore programming, we're going to be talking about the song.
Over
Ooh.
there.
She stated she screamed only like once for last month. Last month I was tired, okay? But this month I'm not as tired. So here you go. Giving Oak time
Heads
for
up, y'all.
Lizzie.
New mission.
All right, is it my time to speak?
Yeah.
All right. The song currently we have learned is that when SAO visits Sophie at one point, they were talking about the song and how the song can actually be localized between SAO followers, and you only need around 2 to actually have the song to still be functioning to a point.
That's crazy. We can't let Zayden have any friends.
No.
That's what I'm
Sorry.
hearing.
Isolation is needed.
Apparently.
No. What the heck, guys? That's like super not cool.
Greater good. I'm sorry.
For the greater good, I'm sorry. He's like locked in his room. And like nobody lets him out.
We're gonna need a lot of boxcars.
And you know what? It started with animals. I guess we're gonna have to bring it back with animals. I'll make friends with like the rats and the flies, the cockroaches. I'll teach them the SAO.
Oh my
Dude,
gosh.
I'll have an army. Like
It's-
Cinderella.
What was
Like
that?
she has all those like pets come and like dress her.
This is like
No.
Everything.
SAO kid social distancing. To not spread the song, we must social distance the SAO kids. We can do this.
Next is Watchers Led Astray. When SAO visited a Knight of E, they asked how SAO is, and they end up at some point getting to the point where they were talking about how they were seeing a lot of Watchers going astray. They were sort of being unresponsive. They can't seem to find them anywhere. They're losing a lot of Watchers.
Cool. So now
No.
down.
Oh no.
They do not know who is doing this. Though they have suspicions, but they did not say who.
Don't tell him. No one tell him.
This is like one of the big story arcs of whatever arc we're in. Like trying to make Watchers, like weaken the Watchers so that we can weaken SAO in order to make it save Bells.
I hope so.
And now that they found it, yeah. Watchers have been missing since like last March, and it's kind of like something grown or whatever. It's gotten more attention since the story has gotten to this point. So it's definitely something that's been like in the back, but it's been like growing at the same time. So definitely it might reach a boiling point soon. Who knows?
It's quite interesting because I always assumed that since the Watchers were part of the song, if you sort of cut off that internet connection to the song, they would just die, or they would just not be able to respond anymore. What's interesting is they seem to, it's I guess similar to actually the last thing, it might be the song sort of lets them stay even if they're not connected to the main song, because that could be connected.
They're kind of like bouncing it off of each other.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
social distancing for
Right.
everyone.
I kind of heard something about that a couple months ago when they spoke about how when they do long distance things, they take like singing heads, instruments like that to help them kind of like maintain the song.
Hey.
So maybe that also has something like a instrument as well.
HQ's got
Like the head mimicking the same function as you would if you had someone else with you. In other words.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if there was like a bunch of like lucids or sleepers walking around with the little heads? Oh my god. No, thank you.
If you take your Watcher to the place between, it disconnects them, so they're just trying to remember, or you're banking on them remembering what it was like when they were alive, and you're the connection to them. So they kind of freak out.
Because they get like a sudden sense of individuality or what?
Maybe.
Yeah.
A little taste of what it was like before. Now that they've seen the bullshit. I mean, what?
Maybe.
I do wonder if they get stuck in the in-between. I wonder how long they last, because I am afraid that there could be something with them not being connected to the song long enough could end up them being damaged in some way or corrupted.
It's also a good
If they're
point.
away for too long, I think they do fade or die. I
Yeah,
don't know.
They're like permanent tethered to the song. As long as the song echoes them, they stay alive. Is something that we kind of learned during the harvest. The little void says it seems that watchers forget their memories to become one when they go to the place of
The place between.
The place between. Yeah, I was like be below. It's there's a crack on my screen. Sorry. They feel alone and they feel sad because they left behind their memories, and that's kind of something too that I guess a lot of SEO kids have kind of reconciled with. Like, yeah, but then I have to leave behind all my friends, and then people in the song are like, yeah, but it's cool because like song and stuff, and then it's kind of funny to kind of maybe see some of the watchers kind of like regretting their decision back when they have the sense of individuality. But I guess maybe if they had the memories, they might remember why they were there at the beginning. I guess they might remember what led them to the point of them deciding, or maybe not deciding, watcher. I don't know.
I know there's also like some of the lucid voice lines that we have that show uncertainty in lucids. So I wonder if some of those who maybe don't agree with what they're doing to children, when they have that disconnect, I wonder if that provides them with more clarity of like, oh, you're right. I feel as an individual against this even more now that I'm clear from thinking as like a group. I wonder if that's possible too.
That doesn't seem so far-fetched.
Well, then I gotta get further fetched because this is for tinfoil theories. Separating them from the song actually turns their brains into gravy that SAO then pours out of their nose and uses to eat babies with. Is that better?
Oh my god! No! She's gone too far. Okay, so moving on. We're gonna talk about some HTS and pack developments that we got.
The VI there talked about how possibly the hunter's plan is to make us get desperate, like continuously just waiting for him to attack, especially since we don't know who he's going to go for. He says, our enemies want you desperate. Which spy will he choose? Unknown. He deplores the predictable. And later, the Adair visited Melv's, Wine, and friends to catch Wine up to speed on what they've missed in their absence. The Adair reveals that Dyfe's plan to bait the hunter to protect the rest of the pack has not worked, and the hunter is still aiming to pick off a stronger voice. He said that Stanek tells us that the hunter will not be baited by Dyfe. He drew many new chosen, but not enough to be truly the strongest. So the hunter is not compelled, which leaves the question, who among us is the strongest? You guys didn't sacrifice enough to him? He failed.
No hunter for us.
You don't need to let die for you be die for you. And in a separate encounter, a group has a surprise meeting with the unknown caller where they are told to renounce their gods in favor of the hunter. UC is quick to express concerns with how easily they give Hunt the Strong what he wants, despite the kids having some sort of plan against him. In a creepy text messages, he said, "You are trying to work him. He's working you. You don't set the agenda. He does. The power. You are kids, just kids. You can't fight this. Forget me. It is never enough. See you soon."
UC, please.
Sad.
That is so sad.
And he will be
I have no words because I'm too sad.
That is so sad. UC, we're going to get you, BB. We're going to get you. We're going to go in for that clutch res, you know.
I think that, yeah, that's really sad.
Thank you, Zayden. Thank you.
It's real sad in Chili's hours.
On another note that's not super sad, the voices do not choose their name, but instead the name is them. He relates the process as if 1,000 people went into a dark room with a statue in it. They would all try to recall how it felt and what it was. They all have different ideas, but all of them are true in their own way, so it's like a different perspective. The Adair said if you sent 1,000 into the dark in which some great statue loomed, they would touch it and try to recall what they felt there to each other, though none had seen it. That is like how we are named, all of those personal visions, none perfect, but all true.
That's a really cool, illustration. You know, you can visually see it so well in your head, and you can kind of put that thought into how it must feel to be named by them. For them to be named, I mean.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely. This played kind of a role, or like in the sense of how voice gets their name. We were trying to figure out HTS name, and we were trying to think about it like, okay, well, it has to be a command, it has to be at least 2 words, etc., etc., etc. But in truth, the voices have always acted as if they had been named.
That's a good point.
It kind of feels like each voice is different to each person.
It can be saved after it is caught.
I would agree. I think that the voices, or at least us in relation to the voices, have different ideas of them, but because we all have different ideas that combine into one big idea, it works.
True.
That's a really good point.
Yes, it worked.
So,
Hi,
later,
yes.
TAD
Technically
was asked by a couple of hub members, how does it feel for a voice to host someone? And TAD replied with, "You asked me how we feel hosting. This will be hard to explain. I know only what I have lived your limits. I sense but do not feel when I am with you in group. I sense all that my hosts feel, but not all what they think. In your mind, you and I reside on either on either side of dreams. It is like we share a wall, but to truly know you, I find it best to ask you. Even those who host me for years eventually surprise me. I adore it. When one host is isolated, I can predict the thoughts of others, but I am alone within that mind. And if enough time goes by, that part of me branches. It predicts the others not as well, and is in danger of becoming a new voice entire. The briefest reunion
Leia?
recorrects it. You do not even need to speak. There is language in everything. We observe a world within, a wink, and swiftly remember who we were. This is the best way I know to say it." That was like a mouthful.
The idea being
Or like a typeful, rather. Holy crap. And then meanwhile, Leia's getting shaved up.
I was just what you were saying was dramatic. I was upping the drama on screen. I was just following your lead.
We love it. Production 10/10.
Right? It's not that I'm just bad at this game.
So yeah, there was a lot of speculation, and a lot of it coming from the Discord as well from this, because it's kind of a lot to break down, especially at face value. So firstly, it seems like when voices have control of a host, there's to an extent a suppression of consciousness. That also means the voices can't really get a sense of the person who's hosting them. They can't feel their thoughts, emotions, goals, hopes, dreams, etc. At the same time, it seems like TAD is saying he can be in control of multiple hosts at once, but if the hosts are isolated for each other for too long, he might start to take on characteristics of the isolated host without realizing it. And I do remember that being a kind of like a core concept with voices of how we can kind of alter them and affect them as well. That's something also that has been brought up on the SEO side of things as well. And but basically when they reconnect, all that stuff kind of goes away, and they just remember how they really are, which I'm pretty sure is kind of what happens when they go back to the song. I guess the equivalent of that. But anyway.
So it's kind of like a reset.
Yeah, I guess like a reset. And
Reminds me how the Daughter of Doubt was isolated for so long it became a new voice.
Quiet.
yeah, that's also really, really, really good example. Okay.
Ugh.
Wrong cave. You know what? Who knows that I'm looking at the wrong cave? Who knows that? Because I
I
am.
was also at the wrong caves.
We were both at the wrong cave.
I mean,
Sorry,
I'm
guys.
at the right cave. I don't know what you're
This is
talking
what
about.
happens when you try to balance so many plays at the same time. You end up going to the wrong cave. But anyway, we also learned about how IHT plans to use Gorgon, basically in some sort of sense, to use it as a tool to blind the inner eye to our kind. And I guess if that has happened, maybe we won't be able to talk to voices anymore. Which maybe is like her master plan.
Oh no.
So
But
maybe
that's
she
just-
thinks that like if she cuts off humanity's access to talk to the voices, they'll shrivel up and die because they won't have the faith to sustain them.
I hope that if she sees the curse, that it is not the key to her own grand curse. I like that sense of foreshadowing that perhaps she seeks this knowledge and it ends up coming back to her, and maybe instead of it being placed on us, it's placed on her, and she can't communicate to other people.
Oh, that'd
Maybe
be so
she
sad.
might slum out. XD, because of the sense of irony, and honestly, it would be pretty good writing, in my opinion. But what do I know?
So what, she
anyway,
just like
we have time.
spends
Go ahead.
eternity in her own abyss by herself, and whoever she's brought there, like, that's so sad.
Well, that's what she gets for fucking
No.
up her. But anyway, moving on. We have our next incredible giveaway.
Excuse me, it's called an away give. Can you get it right?
So sorry. Awaken.
Well, friends, our second away give is a portrait by our lovely Cheeb. Dun dun dun.
Cheeve has such super pretty coloring.
Right?
So y'all need to get in on this.
Yes, so good. I will start that giveaway. It is just exclamation point giveaway in the chat to join it.
Good.
There we go.
Now we
Yes, Cheeb art, Cheeb art. I was so excited when they reached out.
Cheap art's some of the best art.
Yeah.
Truly. Ooh, piece of candy. Ah. You stole my candy.
Highway robbery going on over here. Oh!
Okay, you're having fun.
Oh my god.
Candy. Crap. Hello?
over there.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh
Uh-oh.
my. Oh my.
RK got suppressed.
Oh no.
I got suppressed.
Nah, they'll be right back. They're still in the Discord, so they're still alive. Or are they?
Oh, spooky, spooky. Alright, I'm gonna go to a corner. This loser will stop wanting to comb my hair. And let's pick a winner. Okay, so this is for the Cheeb art. Drumroll, please. No drum rolls. Thank you. Thank you. It's such a good drum roll. Then the winner is Alexis 0706. Congratulations. That's
Oh my
super
gosh,
exciting.
That's so cool.
Make sure you message me after and I will hook you two up. We cannot wait to see the art that comes out of that.
And speaking of art, we have some more art lined up for you guys that is coming up in our community segment. Let's go ahead and go to the box card before we get delarded.
Yeah, wow, you guys are having some fun. right one? Yes. See, Rose, I can find the right one. Sometimes.
Yeah, I'm also very excited for this month's art segment. It's like one of the best parts, if not the best part.
Those kids
I
are
love the community segment. It's so much fun to show off everything you guys have made.
Oh no, Max got lost.
No man
Max,
left
it's okay.
behind. Just ride Zayden's drone out of there like a surfboard.
When are we getting the drone seat at DLC?
That would be wild.
Let me like not like write it myself. Like let me write other people on it. You know, like
Zayna, please. Zayna, please. Zayna. Zayna, no. Zayna, no, please. I have no stamina.
Oh man, nice job, you all. All right, moving us on over to
Ooh, I got a lore.
the ooh, congratulations. Let me get this queued up really quick. You know me, takes a couple of clicks and a few brain cells. Okay. Wonderful. Welcome to August edition of the community segment or the community spotlight. We call it both things here. We don't care. For our first artist, actually, we have Cheeb, who we just gave away an artwork slot for.
Gee,
Very exciting. So we have a really funny GIF story here about hair, the hair that I just love so much. And then also this is a picture of Novo's character Levi, who has renounced all the voices, but one of them is still listening. And this is a close-up so you can see the details in the face and terror
I
of poor
love
Levi.
the details of the face. You can really see that, like, oh my god. I love
Right.
it.
The gorgeous commission. Every artist, I swear, is just like so masterful and like intentional with the colors that they use. They just blow me out of the water every time. All right, let me put that info in there. Okay, so then our next artist is Novo, aka Novocaine.
okay.
So we have a bunch here. First, in the bottom left corner here, we have a commission for Tyr. I just like can recognize Tyr's character's little face anywhere because it's just so adorable, and like the little stripe in front. Oh, it's just so cute. They also finished a commission that that Cole won on our show, which is the one above that of their character sitting, looking out over Red Acre with a seed begrudge in the stars. So beautiful.
Ooh.
Then also in the middle, we have a commission that they did for Shofi of their character Kylie, an amazing stalker. And then we have a piece on the bottom right, which was for Kirby's birthday. So happy birthday, Kirby. With, of course, in her teeth, which is just glorious. Look at that hair. And then at the very top, we have a giant, I cannot imagine how long this took, but a giant group photo of a bunch of friends. And those friends in this picture are Finch, Frogtoad, Poppy, Ellie, Eden, Astro, Charlie, Chibits, Cassowary, and Novo, and Tyr. all in one photo. That would have taken forever, but it looks so cool.
It's so good.
We can never get enough of the legs, right? These legs.
Double leg.
Double leg.
Novo leg.
We also have some art from Sans, the LL follower. And here we have, of course, some awesome Dance for Us art. And he sent in little snippets with each photo that just talked about them, which was so cool. And for the Dance for Us art, he put cracked, shattered, dead. Let's dance till we figure it out. And I just love it. Because she's not dead, you guys. She's not. She's not. Hurry, convince me. She's not.
Nope, she's not. She's not. Nope, she's not.
Thanks, guys. Thanks. Of course, the next we have some SAO art, and their caption was, "I run this town and soon the world," which is great and ominous. Next to that, we have some UC art that they just said, "I'm done with cryptic stuff. It's too much effort. UC is smelly." And then below that, we have some stalker art, and their caption was, oh, where could this little stalker be?" What do you guys feel about the artwork this month? The colors, of course, amazing.
I love
super good.
the one with the text messages. I like the use of the light from the phone. It's very nice. They did a really good job.
Yeah, that is very cool.
I do like the Dance for Us design.
Isn't that so nice? Because she's not dead, so, you know.
Why is there blood?
I'm not looking at that part.
Okay.
We also have some art this month from Warden, who we've seen, I believe, at least once before. And they said, never criticize yourself for not having a consistent style ever again. And honey, we are not criticizing. Look at these masterpieces, both in their own right. These are glorious.
That is perfection.
Just crunching on some SAO, like you should.
A balanced breakfast, you know?
Tasty.
We also have some artwork from Apprentice Nerd. And this is a fun little cell phone point of view. I'm guessing from maybe a kid or a stalker perspective with a fun little lucid in the background.
I love that perspective.
Isn't that? And it's featuring Icarus's kid.
Photos taken right before disasters.
So true. Oh, I've kind of been slacking on posting the credits, though. Let me do that really quick. There is Sans. Here is Wardens. And Apprentice Nerd. Yes, Liz says, don't you hate it when you're taking a selfie and there's a lucid just photobombing in the back? Yes, it happens so often. IRL. It's just like, why are you here? Next up, we have some art from 7tech. They are the artist that did some of the artwork in our intro. And this is actually a surprise for Zayden on the right.
What?
Oh.
This is an animation that they did of your character.
No! I'm not gonna curse because you know we gotta keep it PG, but I would. That is so cool! Oh my god! That is so cool! That is so cool. Thank you so much, 7tech. I'm absolutely flattered. Thank you so much. This is awesome. I'm almost in tears. Thank you.
It has been so hard to keep a secret, and it is just so... It just... the second I saw it, I didn't even need to know. I was like, that's Zayden. It just... Everything about it is you. Of course, they also have an animation of LL And then they have a painting of the hunter approaching. He can stay back.
These are fantastic. I need more.
Right? So cute. And then next, we have a submission from a bunch of different artists, from Farron, Silver, Warden, Alexis, and Apprentice. And the blurb that came along with this says that all of this that is submitted is for a community event that about 50 people are a part of called the Boxcar Potluck. And they are trying to get people involved from the community. So if you are interested, I believe you can probably hit any of them up for more info.
That sounds very interesting.
I know. Yes, if you know any info about this, post it in the chat because they didn't leave any contact info in the submission. So, definitely post up if you are one to be contacted so people can know. All right, we also have some awesome photo edits from our club member Amassium, always doing an amazing job. Their comment said, confused screaming over what the heck meatloaf is? Also, thanks Crate for images. Do you not know what meatloaf is, friend? What's confusing about meatloaf?
It's a loaf of meat.
It's like bread. It's like bread, but meat.
Yeah. Is meatloaf an American thing, maybe? I don't know.
I don't know.
Good. Meatloaf is good. Oh, it is an American thing? I mean, there can be breadcrumbs in it, but it's not bread. It's meat. It's like as if a loaf of bread were made out of meat, and then you got it like a loaf of bread. Yeah, okay, it is kind of weird. Okay.
Put ketchup on it. It's good.
Yeah, I'm seeing it now. It's very weird.
Not straight ketchup, but it's something like that.
It also like really hurts your hands to make because you have to knead together like really cold ground beef and it like freezes your knuckles. Just saying. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair, Liz. That is very fair. We also have some art from Ruby. These two masks are actually like their own separate image, but since we use dark backgrounds, they wouldn't have shown up. So I put them on top of these images so we could have big images all the way around. Of course, Ruby's comment was about 5 paragraphs long, so let me see. She heckled me a bit. And then said that this is, we have one drawing of Raven's kid. In the comment, it said it was supposed to be a GIF. So I don't know if the PNG or the GIF didn't get uploaded, but both of them.
Oh no, it's the shirt's changing.
Yeah, her.
Oh, okay. There we go. Okay, thank you, friends. And then we also have Suma's kid. And then, of course, we have the very creepy mask and the Idare's mask. And we have a warning that more are coming. Please. We want more. And if you're looking for commissions, reach out to them. Because they do commissions. And of course, they also said dab, which I thought I wasn't going to say, but I just said it. So there you go. We also have... You're welcome. We also have some art this month from an artist that isn't in our community, but many of our community members have gone to, which is Eve, or Eve Bloom Art on Twitter. And so from left to right, we have Sparrow's character, and then we have Liz's character, and then we have RK's character, and then we have my character.
I recognize all your characters.
We really lit them up. Like, so much commissions from them.
I hope we continue to see more. And I love that, like, they're all done in a similar color palette. They literally look like they belong in a comic together or something.
Yeah, they do. They look very cohesive. I dig that.
Absolutely. So if you're looking for that, hit them up. They are so kind and fun to work with. It was an absolute joy. We also have some art this month from our very own Cretacia. So I'll give you 5 guesses, and the first 4 don't count for who we have on the right-hand side. Any guesses?
Is it Kirkby?
We have RK. You are right. But this isn't any old RK. RK, do you want to talk about this piece since you're here?
That is a commission of my kid when she's older.
Yes.
So she kind of got over the whole edgy thing, but she's still kind of edgy.
I loved your comment because you said, no more edgy teen phase and short hair, but still repping that stay awake squad. I love it so much. We, of course, also on the left-hand side have a bunch of awesome drawings from Crate. They said, a little bird is here to rat out Kirby, who is celebrating a birthday today. Oh, it's actually today.
Happy birthday! What?
Happy birthday, Kirby.
Oh my goodness.
Happy birthday.
Are we singing? I think we're singing. We should sing.
Are we singing?
Let's do it.
Sing?
Ready?
We can try it. Okay.
Happy birthday to Kirby. Happy birthday to Kirby. Happy birthday, dear Kirby. Happy birthday to you.
I am so sorry I did not get in on that.
What do you mean you didn't get in on that?
I didn't get in on it. I'm sorry.
I mean, do you need to do your own solo?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yes. So you know what, Kirby? That's the best present we can offer you. But obviously, Cretacia can offer you a better present. So they said, I decided to gift Bomb a surprise Act 3 profile for their kid Crystal, who is a smug, aggressive menace to Redacre. I wanted to add more emotions and do some shading, but I ran out of time. Anyways, happy birthday. Hopefully the years will continue to treat you good and you'll continue to live your best life. Commissions are back open for Cretacia, by the way. You can check out their Twitter for examples, and their pricing is $20 per hour, and they stream their pieces, which is really cool. Wow, okay. Hopefully we didn't traumatize anyone with our birthday rendition. Our next piece of art comes from Kip or Kiposaur. And this was actually commissioned by, I'll give you a guess.
Who?
Who is this commissioned by?
I have never seen someone wear that purple thing around their neck before.
Yes. You guessed right. Commissioned by RK. Lovely RK art. It feels weird to tease you while you're in the voice chat. I gotta be honest.
That was from the giveaway last month.
Oh,
That's
awesome.
So cool. That's so cool.
That is very awesome.
Good.
All right, let's see. Oh, wait, did I forget to link Cretacea's info? Sorry. I am losing my touch with this. Okay. Let me link Kip's really quick. And then we also have some art this month from Fiend. And she said, at the beginning of August, I celebrated my 1-year anniversary in Redacre with some art of my boy, Meat Bean, and in her teeth chosen, whomst is trying his best, probably with mediocre results.
That's super cute.
I love that. And happy 1 year. That's super exciting. And then we also have a submission by Rose, aka Cactus Rose, aka Amber, aka Awesome Person. And this is actually When I saw this, like, I was immediately messaging Zayden because it just, like, tickled that, like, part of your brain,
I
you know?
was absolutely gagged that someone wrote this. I was like, wow.
Yes. So this
I
is
love it.
this is actually a novelization of their finale that they experienced during the Zanzibar Night ARG that Zayden and I put on. And they're thinking that they might do a little series about the entire events from their character's point of view if they have time. And I'm just like, yes, yes, please do it. Please do it. And we are definitely, thank you, Zayden. We linked that and
Yes. I'll link Cactus Bros, yeah. Let me
yes.
see if I can link the actual.
Thank you. I forgot to put that in there. But we will link you to the actual story. And Rose, just thank you. Thank you so much. It means a lot to us. And we also have some artwork.
really-
Huh?
No, like, it really does mean a lot to us. Like, I agree.
Yes, we're not just saying that. Like, it's kind of like validation of, wow, someone liked our shit that we took.
Yeah, that they also wanted to write in it. Like, that's really cool. And our stuff came from someone else's stuff, so it's like, that's really cool. Like, that's like super, 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 super cool. So it's awesome.
Yes.
I like it.
Thank you, thank you. Okay, so now we have some artwork from Cole, and this is paint on canvas, and I believe this is a representation of the I Dare. They always use like the most vibrant colors, but on top of that, it's always like an interesting assortment of textures that makes you just want to, like, I don't know, like rub your face on it a little bit, in my opinion.
It kind of looks appetizing. I have no idea why.
If it were a pizza, I'd eat
Yeah,
it.
there.
Yes, yes. This is a representation of the I Dare. And I love how the orange kind of flares out in some portions because it reminds me of like solar flares on the sun. And like the fact that the I Dare is supposed to be this spark and this flame, I don't know, it just is so primal. I love that.
Oh, for sure.
We also have some artwork this month from Alexis, who just won our last giveaway.
Woo!
I know. So she said, these are some more drawings of my kid and also one picture of my interpretation of the Leviathan from the lake diving story, which is up here. And then this really funny meme of Captain Crunch, oops, all complex characters, which I laughed at for like a solid 5.
Oops.
It's so good.
I really like the Leviathan one. That is sufficiently spooky.
I love the eyes all over. Like, can you imagine seeing that? Oh.
I think when I saw it the first time when they put it up, like if you look really close at the Leviathan, it's like it looks like it's body parts.
Oh, really? Well, let's see. Oh, I can't open it right now, but ooh, I'll have to
I
take a
love
closer
the
look at that.
Leviathan one the most. I just love the Leviathan story. Like when I first heard it, I was like in that mind where I was like, yeah, lots of lives, lots of times, lots of different times. I was like in that kind of mindset. And I heard the story and I was like, oh yeah, I'm totally vibing with that right now. So it just was like for me like that kind of just stuck. But chat's blowing up his no speak road.
Commented us on Zanzibar Night.
Oh, awesome. We love that. It's always nice to hear that people enjoy people's things. And with that, that is our last piece of art for our community segment for this month. If you are looking to submit art or poems or stories or songs or guides or literally anything TBC related, you can submit all month long. You can submit as many as you'd like, and you can find that link to submit in our Twitch panels or on our Twitter in our bio. And we'd love to see, of course, everything that you've created and kind of show you off and show off your hard work. We love seeing it.
Yeah, thank y'all so much for taking the time to put your media out there and to share it with us and give us the opportunity to showcase you and give you a spotlight for them. Thank y'all so much. We appreciate it every month. Thank you.
And unlike last month, because we know that was a special month, this time, hang around. Because we're not going to get whisked off in the arms of Lucids. And we are going to raid somebody this time. We can't promise that will always happen. But, you know, we like to spice it up. So with that, anything else? Do you guys hear something? Some footsteps. I think someone's coming.
I think I
Not
can hear
again.
Oh no.